The legacy of Cody Rhodes, the man who went from impossible to possible. The man who went from just Dusty Rhodes' kid, the man who got fired, who had to build himself back up, to the man who won the undisputed WWE title, finished his story on the greatest WrestleMania stage of them all, WrestleMania 40, and became 3-time WWE champion to become the promising Rhodes' son. Today in this video, I talk about the legacy of the American Nightmare, the current undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, and how he created his legacy and how he built up from so many challenges to get to where he is now. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but he is a great wrestler, I'll give him that. So we're going to enjoy this video. This guy's been asking to record. Always remember to smash that subscribe button to the Flipper channel, and let's get into this one. Cody Rhodes joined the WWE in 2007. Of course, back then he was just known as Dusty Rhodes' kid, with his stepbrother, or half-brother, Goldust, having been in the WWE for many, many years before, since 1999. Cody Rhodes came in with a lot of family members and a lot of expectations he had to, of course, achieve, with Dusty Rhodes having such a long legacy of being the American Dream, winning, of course, a World Heavyweight Championship, but got the WWE Championship robbed off him. Cody Rhodes' dream was to win the WWE title and do it for his father, because his father got it robbed away from him. Of course, Goldust, his half-brother, didn't really get that close. You know, he was always around the mid-card. I think he won one Intercontinental Championship in his time and a couple of tag team titles with Cody in the first couple of years. But Cody came in being a jobber, losing every single match, getting put into the legacy with Randy Orton and, of course, Ted DiBiase Jr. That didn't go well, with Cody Rhodes getting pinned at WrestleMania 30, not WrestleMania 30, sorry, WrestleMania 26. WrestleMania 26. That's so hard to think of him there. But it was a tough time for Cody Rhodes. And it kind of went downhill when we got to about 2013, 2014. After Cody Rhodes and Goldust had beaten the Shield, the only team to beat the Shield at the time, to win the WWE Tag Team titles, they were on the road. The Rhodes Dynasty had beaten the Shield, showing why they were the best and biggest family in the WWE's rich history. But after they lost the Tag Team titles later in the year, Cody Rhodes was off TV for a while and returned with Goldust, of course, being now known as Stardust, with loads of face paint on, being unrecognisable. Not even winning a single championship in his time, being a jobber, losing every single match, and every week just dressing up with face paint just to get absolute jobbed every single week. And it was hard for Cody. This was just after Dusty Rhodes had unfortunately passed away the year before in 2015. June 30th, 2015, Dusty Rhodes passed away. Of course, being a big mentor in NXT. But the problem was with Dusty Rhodes, with Cody Rhodes as well, was that Dusty never really saw Cody as the promising thing. A lot of wrestlers have criticised Cody, saying that Dusty saw more potential in them. This includes Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and many more. They've all said that Dusty really liked him and considered them more as a son than his actual son in Cody Rhodes. So Cody was living with a chip on his shoulder, having to try and prove something to his father and show him why he could be a WWE champion. And now, unfortunately, he's never going to be able to do that. But Cody wasn't done yet. But now he was stuck in a character where he couldn't move forward. And this leads to 2016, just after WrestleMania. On May 23rd, 2016, WWE announced that Cody Rhodes was released from his contract and was not under the WWE contract anymore. This meant that Cody Rhodes was fired and was given his contract. Of course, his contract was given up by WWE and he was not seen with any more plans. But this was the best thing that ever could have happened to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes entered independent scene, Impact Wrestling, TNA, and a couple more. This then led to 2019. Nearly 3 years on since his departure from WWE, Cody Rhodes was one of the people who opened up AEW, All Elite Wrestling. And Cody Rhodes became one of the biggest guys in the company, being one of the top guys, and a reason why this company was created, which is a couple of his friends from, of course, independent scene and from WWE, to open a wrestling company, because WWE basically done them over and made them look like pricks. Cody Rhodes was on top, with his wife Brandi Rhodes at his side, now having some great rivalries with a lot of WWE wrestlers these days. This includes the likes of Jay Cargill, of course, had altercations with CM Punk, MJF. There was many that Cody Rhodes had rivalries with and had some absolutely amazing matches with, being heel for some of his time in AEW and being a face at the end of his run. Cody lasted just over 3 years in AEW. And to be fair, it wasn't that bad for him. He'd done really well there, winning 1 or 2 AEW World titles, I think. But at the end of February of 2022, AEW confirmed that Cody Rhodes had departed the company due to mutual agreement. Him and Brandy Rhodes were not under contract with AEW and were ready for something new. I wonder where this could lead us. So at WrestleMania 38 in April 2022, Cody Rhodes returned for the first time in nearly 6 years to the WWE, being away for so long, being the challenger in the Open Challenge at WrestleMania to Seth freaking Rollins, getting a dream match that we actually really wanted and we sadly never got in Cody Rhodes' first time in WWE. He came back in his first match and defeated Seth Rollins at WrestleMania to get his momentum going straight away. Cody Rhodes on Monday after WrestleMania 38 declared that he's going to win the WWE Undisputed Universal title. He's going to do it for his father and he's going to finish his story. But Seth Rollins wasn't done with him, so they went back at WrestleMania Backlash, of course, in the May, nearly 6 years on to Cody Rhodes' departure. And Cody Rhodes defeated Seth Rollins to get 2 up on him now and really having a great return and being a really consistent wrestler. Wrestling on Monday Night Raws, week in and week out, leading up to the end of June in Hell in a Cell. It was confirmed that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins would go up one last time in Hell in a Cell in their rivalry. And Cody Rhodes walked in looking alright, just like usual. Seth Rollins was dressed up as Dusty Rhodes to mock Cody Rhodes, being the heelish Seth Rollins that we all love, all love and enjoy. Cody Rhodes took off his jacket, and he had a torn pec. His pec was purple, and he was in so much pain because he had injured himself in the gym, and this was not good. But Cody Rhodes still went through the match, defeating Seth Rollins in one of the most gruesome matches we've seen, with Cody Rhodes having a purple pec the whole time, and Seth Rollins attacking it with a sledgehammer for most of the match. Cody Rhodes was 3-0 on Seth Rollins and defeated him in the rivalry, beating him every single time. And now Cody had to go away, of course, and we didn't see him to the 2023 Royal Rumble, coming up a year on since his return to the WWE. Cody came in at number 30, I think, number 29, number 30 in the 2023 Royal Rumble, and won his first ever Royal Rumble to book his ticket to WrestleMania for the WWE Undisputed Universal title in a dream WrestleMania main event that we have been waiting for. Cody was back for the first time in 7 months, I think it was, and he was back and he won the Rumble in his first match back. In his first multi-man match since returning to WWE, Cody Rhodes was your Royal Rumble winner for 2023 and declared his spot at WrestleMania 39 in the main event scene against Roman Reigns. So you would think it's all red and roses from this now, that Cody Rhodes is going to go on to WrestleMania and win the WWE Universal Undisputed title and finish his story. But that was in fact wrong. Cody Rhodes lost in the WrestleMania main event, coming up short, failing to finish his story and lose to Roman Reigns, where Roman Reigns retained his undisputed WWE Universal title and went on to hold it for 1,000 days. Cody Rhodes had it in his hands, with 2 crossroads delivered, but the interference of Solo Sikoa, with the referee not seeing due to Paul Heyman's, of course, interference, meant there was a Samoan spike to Cody and a spear, put Cody out and Roman Reigns out of misery for Roman Reigns to retain his championships and lead on to still be our tribal chief. But Cody was in a bad place. He just lost in the main event of WrestleMania and he has no way back to the title for a long time now. Cody believed he could do it. He was so close doing it. Going on the Monday after WrestleMania 39, demanding a rematch to Roman Reigns, saying, I got cheated and I deserve my rematch in the main event tonight on Monday Night Raw. Roman, of course, disagreed and said no. And then he got turned on by Brock Lesnar. This led on to a rivalry for multiple months, going at Backlash where Cody won, Night of Champions where Cody lost, and faded out to Brock Lesnar in the Kimura lock. And then at SummerSlam, in Cody Rhodes' first SummerSlam back, he defeated Brock Lesnar. And this was the last time we'd see Brock Lesnar until SummerSlam 2025. Cody Rhodes got respect from Brock Lesnar, and Cody was on the up, winning the tag team titles with Jey Uso later in that year, and being in the rivalry with the Judgment Day for the rest of 2023. It was a very lackluster end to his 2023. But then we get to 2024. Cody Rhodes declares himself for the Royal Rumble match. But this time, he has a lot more competition in the likes of CM Punk. CM Punk said, listen, I'm back for good now. And this is going to be my first match back. And I'm going to show you why I'm the best in the world. And I'm going to win this Rumble. And it was very, very intense, with both men being the last two. But Cody Rhodes done it. One of the only men ever to win 2 Royal Rumbles in a row, being the 2023 and now 2024 Royal Rumble winner. And this time, it was clear who Cody Rhodes was going to choose. It was going to be Roman Reigns, who was still our undisputed WWE champion at the time. But it looked like it wasn't going to happen. It looked like he was having to go with his second choice, the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins. But this is where it all changed. You saw the hate of Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes in 2022. And nearly 2 years on, it was very, very different. With the bloodline being so strong and the final boss, The Rock, returning to cost Cody his chance. But Cody making sure he gets into the main event, confirming Cody Rhodes would face Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 40. But The Rock was out here to stop Cody. Anything he had to do to stop Cody Rhodes. And this was going to be a big challenge. Seth Rollins put himself by Cody Rhodes' side. And this set up the main event of night 1. Reigns, Rock versus Rhodes and Rollins. And Rhodes came up short, meaning the night 2 main event would be Bloodline Rules. And it was going to be one hell of a match. With The Rock, Solo, Jimmy, everyone against him. Cody had to define the odds and win the championship at WrestleMania because this was the last chance. So the main event of night 2, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, for everything, for the story, for Dusty. Cody had to do it, but with everything against him, Cody done it. Cody Rhodes, for the first time in his career, became the WWE Champion, defeating Roman Reigns, ending his 1,316-day title reign to finish the story and create the legacy of Cody Rhodes, making him one of the greatest moments in wrestling history, showing it's never impossible. With how many setbacks you get, it's never impossible to achieve something if you put your mind to it. And after WrestleMania 39, Cody was close to giving up. He thought it was never going to happen. It was so against him. But he never, ever gave up. And the wise words of a never seen 17 John Cena would say, hustle, loyalty, respect, but the more thing is never give up. Cody never gave up. He fought his way through The Rock, fought his way to win the Royal Rumble, and fought his way to the main event of WrestleMania once again for a second year, and finally got the better of Roman Reigns this time, with the help of Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, John Cena, and of course, The Undertaker, making one of the most shocking appearances in WrestleMania history. Cody Rhodes became WWE Champion and created a legacy that will be remembered forever, making Cody Rhodes why he is the American Nightmare and the son of the American Dream. He done it for his father. He done it for his legacy. He done it for his story. Because everyone tells their own story, and Cody told us his in a pro wrestling story, and it was something beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the legacy of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So thank you for watching the video. It has been nothing to record. Always remember to smash that subscribe button to the Flipment channel, and I'll see you little day face soon. Sorry. Goodbye, guys.